Freaking finally, Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 returns. So what's up guys, Foxen here. Like I said, finally, after that unexpected break, the scouts are back. Time to go back where it all started and fight the warriors. Can they beat the Colossal Titan, Armored Titan, Beast Titan plus his army? Definitely be sure to give this a colossal thumbs up and subscribe. And just so you know, we'll keep these review videos similar to the last time, which is no spoilers for anything coming up. To talk about upcoming stuff, I will do an opening breakdown for this new Season 3 opening. There is an Attack on Titan Season 3 changes video coming up, and I did have an ending video planned, but then you know what we got. By the way, so I only got 3 Attack on Titan videos weekly. That's on top of my normal weekly anime videos. Also, for those of you hardcore fans, definitely consider becoming a Patreon supporter. Do not miss the next private livestream coming this coming weekend. Link down below. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, the new Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 opening. I'll quickly touch on it here. Did they reveal way too much? The visual progression actually reminded me a lot of the original Attack on Titan Season 1 opening. And yeah, let me double down that the actual visuals for this felt like it showed a ton of spoilers. I mean, I feel that even anime-only people could just piece all this together. Unlike stuff they showed in the Attack on Titan Season 1, Season 2, or even the past Season 3 opening where it showed scenes that wouldn't exactly take place. That seems to be the complete opposite for this new opening. It reminded me a lot like the trailer for the new Attack on Titan game. So, if you're anime only, definitely post down below. Do you think this opening spoiled too much? If you're a manga reader, what do you think about it? Did you enjoy the visuals? Let me not hold back, I gotta say the worst thing is, oh my god, that god-awful CG Colossal Titan. That thing stood out way so much, in a terrible way. I mean, what a way to give your first impressions for this new season. When I saw that, it really took me back to like the Nintendo 64 era. And really, I don't think I'm the crazy one. Come on, this is supposed to be Attack on Titan. Go freaking render that thing some more on your freaking iPhone. Right now, fingers crossed that the actual Colossal Titan fight looks a lot better. Although after seeing this thing, it might be time to lower expectations. Anyway, putting the CG Colossal Titan aside, it definitely looks like these are actual scenes from the upcoming episodes. If it is, that feels kind of lazy. I guess the Wit Studio is pretty busy with their other Attack on Titan on Trains movie, and that other Vinland Saga anime that's coming out summertime right after Attack on Titan Season 3. 24 episodes confirmed for that. Let's see how much CG that anime gets. Either way, perfect ending shot with the basement. You're finally going to be getting to see what's inside of that thing. Oh, but did I forget about something, the actual music. So you got Linked Horizon returning. I was just thinking perfect. So damn perfect. Or so I thought. The actual song though, maybe I need to get used to it, but I'm not exactly feeling it too much. I know, right now I only heard it a couple of times, maybe like 10 times. If I were to rank it right now, I think it would be third best, compared to all the other openings by them. That's even including the Linked Horizon ending song from the previous season. And I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but whatever. For the Uprising arc, I did like the Red Swan song itself, but it didn't really help you get pumped up for the Attack on Titan Uprising content episode. Or at least for this new Linked Horizon song, while not the best, it at least fits the upcoming Titan fight stuff. Anyway, I'm sure I'm getting a lot of hate comments right now, but just know I will have a full in-depth video on this new opening. I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. Anyway, let's dive into the actual episode. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 Episode 1. That is a mouthful, a colossal mouthful. Keep in mind this is covering about 18 chapters in 10 episodes. And it really looks like everything from the trailer happened in this episode. And perhaps the trailer definitely got me hyped up way too much. So to start with this, you have a quick recap. I do want to say there's a couple in the animation or still frames here. I do have to double check that for the changes video. That'll be after the opening video, by the way. You got all of the scouts heading to their hometown at nighttime. Gotta avoid those annoying mindless titans. And talking about titans, you got the grandpa titan sleeping over here. Once again, just doubling down that the titans run out of batteries at nighttime. Still, they should have slashed his ass really quick. I mean, it could have been breakfast or a midnight snack for Levi. Right here, do notice that Hanji actually brought up something very interesting. She mentioned these new type of titans that the Beast Titan was commanding in Attack on Titan Season 2. Those titans that could function at nighttime. I actually didn't realize it, but Hanji pretty much figured out the whole deal with these titans this early on. These guys aren't solar powered, but moon powered as well. Come on, Hanji is so awesome. As for Eren Yeager here, you have him doubting himself again. Can you blame him with so much pressure on him? At least Armin didn't mind admitting that he's scared as hell. It pretty much felt like Armin was telling Eren that it was fine to feel afraid. Come on, compared to us non-Titan people, you could magically power up. So, no complaining, Eren. This really was another bonding moment for these two close friends. You could clearly see it spelled out how much of an influence Armin had on Eren. Once upon a time in a world without the interwebs, Eren wasn't doing crap as a little kid. Then one day Armin came along and helped him see the way. Meanwhile, for the girl in the trio, Mikasa, oh, firewood. I really wish that she had more input. At least there was that callback to that specific moment from the start of Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 1. Next up, the scouts charging in. I definitely saw this way too much, maybe 100 times when I watched the trailer. So right here, you have Erwin going over the plan details. Pretty simple. You just need Eren to get his Titan nice and hard twice, and thereby plugging up the two holes with his massive Titan. Pretty straightforward. Notably, Erwin did mention the 100 or so soldiers that they have on hand, with their face covered. Gotta keep Eren from getting discovered. Then you had Eren again on top of the wall, still shaking. Was this due to him being worried, the sight of his hometown, or it just being a bit frosty in the morning? Meanwhile, clever little Armin discovered a hint. The warriors were up here barbecuing before the scouts arrived. Hopefully they saved some delicious Titan meat. So right here, before Eren went into Titan mode, you had him reflecting on how they're now able to do this together. This really shows the development and progression of Eren. He's no longer that raging Titan hating kid that he once was back in Season 1. He also gave a nice callback to that Keith episode about all of them being born special. Keep on going, Mr. Freedom. As for Eren's Titan transformation, it looks like that Titan lightning effect from the sky is back. They definitely keep on switching back and forth with that. Let's see how they handle some of the recent manga stuff in the anime. Although don't worry, that's years away. By the way, I like the nice little tease of Bert and Reiner hiding. Where oh where is a Colossal Titan hiding? As for the mid-info card this episode, hey, they're taking advantage of those magical Titan crystals. Free energy. They actually had some panels about this back in the Uprising arc, but that got cut for the anime. I'm glad to see that they brought it back in some way. Anyway, back to Eren. You have Mikasa retrieving her man after getting his Titan up once. Mikasa, don't let Princess Eren be kidnapped again. Keep in mind that Eren has only been able to do 2 functioning Titans in a row, although this previous Titan training almost got entirely cut from the early Season 3 episodes. And something else to notice, that leftover Titan crystal, it didn't really look all blue or crystal-y. By the way, was it just me or did the background shots where you could see the town look a little bit low quality? I think I need to do a shot-by-shot comparison to Attack on Titan Season 1 and Season 2. Let me know if any of you noticed this too. Next up, Armin and his clever scouting. You got Detective Armin that found their cap remains, plus some coffee. Tasty coffee, I bet. Unfortunately, no signs of any meat remaining. So it turns out the warriors were one step ahead of Commander Erwin. They really were trying to catch them by surprise, but they were already gone. Right here, I do like how Commander Erwin pretty much commands Armin to figure this stuff out himself. Armin, go ahead and take charge. Have fun in the hot seat. Do it for your team over here. Erwin really didn't give him any time to refuse or react. Naturally, Erwin does see the potential in Armin. As for Armin trying to figure this stuff out, I do like how they actually used the new Wall Colossal Titan still image. Based on what the Wit Studio has done in the past and throughout this episode, I would have actually expected them to reuse some of the previous images. For this Wall Colossal Titan face, they actually made 3 different versions already, so this is the 4th one. Then, for Armin's explanation trying to convince all of these guys, it really highlighted Armin's out-of-the-box way of thinking. If you recall, previously Erwin and his plan failed to capture the female Titan due to what he assumed about Titans at that point in time. Armin here doubles down that you pretty much have to think ahead with other possibilities in mind. Erwin should definitely take note. By the way, while these guys and Eren were waiting on top, perhaps Mikasa should have put a little bit of distance from herself and Eren, instead of being literally right next to him. Although I guess 2 Ackermans right next to Eren is a safe spot. Anyway, a wild Reiner appeared. Very first casualty too, and bloody. I gotta double check with the manga to see if they actually censored anything. I do wonder how long it took them to actually cave this hole into the wall without leaving Titan marks there. Or was that hole already there? Unfortunately, Mr. Levi Ackerman over here failed to kill Reiner, worse than Mikasa did in Attack on Titan Season 2. Oh yes, the plot armor Titan lives on. You got Reiner here falling to the ground, doing that possessed-like Titan transformation. I freaking loved it. Oh, but the Titan fun didn't stop there. You had the Beast Titan army erupting right behind Erwin. Oh, you guys said you had 100 scouts. How about creating a Titan for each one of those soldiers? Complete with those red eyes too. You got a bunch of hot and steaming fresh Titans. That is what the Beast Titan is cooking. Then you got the Beast Titan tossing over that boulder. Hey, look at that. The Beast Titan just helped you guys plug up one of the holes. See, he's not too bad. Maybe you guys could talk this out. You even got the Beast Titan looking awfully happy. By the way, the Beast Titan does have an impressive Titan army. You even have one Titan here with a freaking backpack. That's probably where they're keeping the barbecue. And oh, that cliffhanger. You got some awesome Titan fights coming up next episode. As for the preview this episode, you have Reiner's Armor Titan versus Eren's Sexy Titan Round 2. Even more interesting is that you actually see some Molly's Titans running. I'm at least glad to see no CG normal Titans yet. Fingers crossed that it stays like that. As for the animation this episode, I do feel like it could have been better, and I'm really comparing some of this stuff to the amazing work done in Attack on Titan Season 2, not to mention a lot of high quality anime that came out this year. But I guess this is fine for the WIT Studio, only Attack on Titan. Then for the music, you got a new version of the Attack on Titan song being played here. You heard a little bit in the trailer. Now you got the full episodic version right here. I cannot wait until they release the full soundtrack. Hopefully that's soon. As for some issues this episode, and yes, they're leaning more towards nitpicks. Most of this is really focused on the animation stuff. No surprise to see a bunch of still images used here. Some of them did stood out though. I'm really hoping they did this on purpose to instead focus on the upcoming stuff. Although, as you know, you're still getting the CG Colossal Titan. Hopefully they do something similar to the Raw Titan where some of it is actually hand-drawn. And talking about issues, let's talk about the new Attack on Titan Season 3 ending. I was wondering whether they would include it in the first episode, since they didn't for the Uprising arc. And here you got it. The ending this time is by Cinema Staff. So it's pretty much just a bunch of still images from the scouts at the scout boot camp. Honestly, oh my god, this just screamed lazy as hell. Honestly, extremely disappointed with what they put out. Here I was expecting something similar to the Attack on Titan Season 2 ending. You know, some crazy visuals and foreshadowing for the manga stuff. But no. Let's just go ahead and save on the animation budget. And just to clarify so people don't get me wrong, I don't mind them actually showing some of the good old times for the scouts, but at least get creative with it instead of making this a slideshow. Literally no animation here. The song was also alright. I know some of you like this, but keep in mind this is coming from someone who mostly listens to Japanese songs. For me, it's just alright, I guess. I should also mention that there's a bunch of rumors about this potentially not being the real ending. I don't know, that doesn't sound like the WIT Studio, but I would love to be wrong about this. Anyway, go ahead and post your thoughts down below if you haven't already. Who knows, am I alone on this? Do you like the new ending? Or do you also think it was lazy as hell? Share your thoughts down below. I think I'm ranking this ending easily dead last for all the Attack on Titan endings, based on the visuals. If it wasn't for the preview, I would just skip this anytime for sure. By the way, really quickly, I do have a breakdown video on the new Attack on Titan Season 3 opening coming. After that, the changes video. I was also planning a video on the ending, but you know, definitely nothing to talk about here. Anyway, for those of you that want to become even bigger fans, definitely consider becoming a Patreon supporter. We actually just got done doing the first livestream with the hardcore fans this past week. It was so much fun. The next livestream is next weekend, so definitely sign up before that so you don't miss out. Link down below. Anyway, go ahead and post your thoughts on the Attack on Titan Season 3 returning. Did this episode get you hyped up or what? Which was the best part? And how do you rank this opening compared to the last Attack on Titan openings, both with the visuals and music? How about the ending? Does anyone love that? Or do you also find it meh too? Definitely share your hate or love down below. And I'll see you guys later.